Happy Thursday, coming in live for the breakfast show episode. We stopped counting at 365 episodes. So if you are brand spanking new, you've got a lot of episodes to catch up on. If you are brand new to one of the 365 plus episodes now, it is an honor to have you. I invite you in the comments to drop the word new. I would love to know where it is that you are tuning in from. I'm in Michigan. You are guaranteed a breakfast episode Monday through Friday, always usually between 8:30 and 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm a little bit late. My phone ended up breaking. I reset it, started it from manufacturer settings. The rest is history, so we are a little bit late. But it's an honor to have you. If you are new, please do drop new. Good morning, Carrie, and welcome. It's an honor to have you from Texas. Hello from Florida. Fort Lauderdale is my dream state, literally. Dream state, dream city. It's where I eloped. I am looking at 3 different places. We are right now on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. So if you see me looking around, I do my very best to see all of the comments. Hello from Arizona and welcome. And also to make sure that I'm looking at all the platforms. So that's why I might not be looking directly at you. This morning's episode is one of the better episodes. You're gonna have an exact blueprint. Hi Angela, welcome to the show. I literally had no followers to now 250,000, to TikTok 450,000, to Facebook 450,000 plus. Because the 3 things that I did when I was struggling to lose weight, hi from Ontario, I ended up dropping those 30 pounds by doing 3 things that I learned in an Audible book from the Obesity Fix author, Dr. James. I'm gonna share that with you. After listening to that Audible book, you're gonna faint. I never stopped listening. So I have listened to 40 plus Audible books now on biohacking the body. I'm literally gonna share the 3 things that every single book, good morning, beautiful from New York, every single day, I listen to a chapter. The second it comes out of here, I go live and I share it with you. I would be selfish if I didn't share what it is that I'm learning about the body. It's really crazy that we have engineers who work on cars, and we also have engineers who specialize literally just on how we can biohack the human body. So there are 3 things consistently. There still has not been a book to this day that I have pressed play on that hasn't mentioned the 3 things that I'm gonna share with you today. I find with people who do these things, you can't just choose 2 of them or 1 of them. You have to use all 3 of them together. But I'm gonna give you the simplicity around it, and I'm also gonna give you the why behind it. So I'm excited for that. My credentials, I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form. I don't wanna be an expert. I fail every single day. As a wife, as a mom, as a business owner, I don't strive for perfection. I wanna get better and not bitter. So I'm gonna share those 3 things with you. Along the way, you're welcome, Patty. Please comment, please engage, please have fun, and please ask questions, because if I have an answer, I'm gonna share it with you. I have an abundant mindset where I am now in life versus where I used to be, a scarcity mindset. So anything I do know, I would love to share with you. Don't be embarrassed. There is no bad question. And let's dive into what these 3 things really are. So number 1, after 11 months of struggling to lose weight, I went into my email account and I had an email to check in for my physical. I forgot I even had a physical coming up. Does that ever happen to you? And part of me was like, and the other part was like, Michelle, go. So I ended up going in for a physical, and I will be a little bit real with you. I was expecting to be diagnosed with something wrong with maybe my thyroid or my hormones. I definitely didn't think that I was doing something wrong because I was trying for so long to lose weight. So I got a clean bill of health. And I remember looking down at that scale and telling my doctor, like, I'm really kind of lost for what to do. I'm the heaviest I'd ever been. I'm really down. And what can I do? And she actually pulled up a chair and she started writing out a prescription. And the prescription was written for metformin. And metformin is to give people who are pre-diabetics a medication. But she mentioned, you're not a pre-diabetic. This drug sometimes helps women lose weight. And for once in my life, that is when I decided to go and order the Audible book the second I left that parking lot from Amazon The Obesity Fix, written by Dr. James. I can't tell you how many people had recommended that book, but you know how you hear something 20, 30, 40 times and you don't take action on it, but then that one time you're like, okay, this has been something that's a nuisance. I should probably maybe get it. So I did, and it changed my life. I wish I listened to the book sooner. I got it on Audible. I kept forgetting to listen to it, so I put a sticky note or a piece of paper towel or anything in your car to remind you. I commit to listening every single day for a minimum of 10 minutes while I'm driving Isabella to school, while I'm driving her home, while I go to the market. You can do it on your commute to work, but you need some type of reminder. Again, it's on Audible. After you finish the book, if you have the Audible app, it's going to start recommending future books to you. I highly recommend just diving in from one after the other. I've learned a lot. I'm almost 40 years old now. I've maintained 30 pounds of losing weight. 11 months I lost nothing. 5 months in, I dropped 30. So I'm telling you, it's a game changer once you start applying the 3 things I'm going to teach you. All the things that I did to fail forward, like add Mio and Crystal Light to my water, I'm going to teach you what I was actually really doing to my body and why my body was absorbing fat and holding on to it instead of losing it. I feel better than I did in my mid-20s. So I'm going to share this with you. The first thing that we're going to really dive into and talk about is our fiber intake. Do you know how much fiber, not only for weight loss, but for maintenance, how much you're supposed to be getting each and every day? In the comment section, just drop that number. And if you don't know, just drop the word IDK. And I will tell you what that number is based on where it is that you're at. Oh, Ruben, did you happen to press play on that Audible book as of yet? So the number, if you don't know it and you say IDK, I'll actually give you that number. So your fiber intake, the reason behind why is because its job is to be a power washer to your intestinal tract. Your intestinal tract is where all the food goes through, and it's like a big whirly slide, okay? Think about all the food that we consume just in a week, let alone a year, let alone a month. All the food that goes through us, there are definitely particles that are left behind. And fiber's number one job is to be the power washing source of keeping everything clean inside of the lining of the digestive tract. So for you, if you don't know, you need to drop I don't know, because I'll give you that answer. And if you do know how many grams per day of fiber in order to make sure that your intestinal tract has a healthy lining. Because if you have any symptoms of irregular bowel movements, you're most likely deficit in fiber. Do you go number 2 every day? Do you have inflammation or bloating? That's a very big red flag, an indicator that you're most likely deficit in fiber. Do you have weird noises in the stomach area? How about foul smelling gas? Inflammation and bloating are the number 1 indicators that you are deficit in fiber, and you should up it, here's the magic number, to 25 grams minimum a day. And you really don't want to go over 40 grams, because too much of a good thing is just as harmful as something that can be helpful. So I'm going to share with you the 2 types of fiber because it kind of gives you a better understanding of how this works inside of the intestinal tract, but most importantly, the lining. So there's an insoluble and soluble fiber, and they both work very closely together, and they're the only 2 sources that can actually swell to the depth of your intestinal tract. Think about if you and I were to sit down right now and have some bread and some pizza, okay? Your food is not going to swell, okay? The fiber swells to the width to help move everything through. It sticks like a leech. It's very sticky. Don't ever use Metamucil. I'm going to encourage you today to get an app called YUKA, Yucca. Metamucil not only has yellow color and red color, it also has aspartame, and it carries carcinogens inside of it. So I got this app that's called YUKA after upping my fiber with Metamucil and putting weight on instead of losing it, having higher cortisol levels than when I started off. So Metamucil would be something we don't want to use, okay? So when you up your fiber, you will actually see a positive change to all the symptoms we named within 72 hours, okay? The best source of fiber is not to supplement it. There's a bread that I use now. It's called Carbonat. So carb, you know how to spell the word carb. You know what an O is. Think of the word nut with an A in between, N-A-U-T. A nut, N-U-T, but an A before the U-T. It's got 40 calories in one slice. It has 15 grams of fiber. 15 grams of fiber. So 2 slices puts you at 30 grams at 80 calories. It's YUKA approved. There's no toxins, dyes, or carcinogens. In the United States, we live in a country where nothing has to be FDA approved on a marketing label. No ingredients are banned in the United States of America. Not all of them are like they are in Ireland, the UK. There are carcinogens, dyes, and toxins in our foods. So I didn't realize this when I upped my fiber with stuff that had junk inside of it. You will actually cause more harm and watch the scale go up than go down. So number 1 assignment would be to get what app? YUKA, yucca. Number 2, 25 grams of fiber, minimum. And then the other thing that's really helpful is the Royo Bagel, R-O-Y-O. If you get Instacart and type these in, it'll tell you what market carries it. I do know Amazon has it, so you can find it there. If you want more of like, hey, I want to go to the market right now, you can get chia seeds. 2 tablespoons is 150 calories. There's 10 grams of fiber. 1 cup of berries, which is only 60 calories. A blackberry, blueberry, raspberry, strawberries has 8 grams of fiber. Your leafy greens, 1 cup of broccoli, 60 to 70 calories, 6 to 7 grams of fiber. So we definitely want to Google today, okay, how can I track my fiber for free? What's the easiest form? What's the lowest calorie, lowest glycemic index chart fiber that I can get today to get to 25 grams? So now that you kind of know the why behind fiber, be real. Are you that much more inclined to get 25 grams to lose weight because now you know kind of how it functions in the body and what its role is? Or do you just, it doesn't matter? I'd like to know in the comments, because when I had the why behind that, it actually helped on days that I didn't want to get my fiber to have me actually show up and get the fiber. So that's the fiber mechanism. Insoluble, soluble fiber within 72 hours of upping it, you're going to see inflammation, bloating, irregular bowel movements, foul smelling gas, and weird noises actually start to go away. Okay? Number 2, the second thing I did for weight loss, right? We have to do all of these intertwinedly together, is the water intake. And water also helps keep the intestinal tract free and clear of toxins and bacteria because it pushes everything through. Water, you don't have to moisturize the skin, okay? I used to use a moisturizer. It had toxins, dyes, and carcinogens inside of it. Scan what you use in that YUKA app, okay? Yucca, YUKA. And if it has any of those, just realize I don't moisturize my skin with anything anymore besides CLEAN products through the YUKA app, and half of my weight in ounces of water every day. Half of my weight in ounces of water every day. So can you drop your weight in the comments section? It waters the skin, it detoxifies the body, supports upping the immunity, and keeps the intestinal tract free and clear of toxins and bacteria. So it works directly with fiber. This is the second thing that I did. If you drink pop, alcohol, or coffee, those diuretic the body. They pull the water out of the body. You need to add those ounces back in. So Matt's mom, hello, is 158. She would divide that by 2 and get about 80 ounces of water. Lori, 200 about, you would get 100 ounces of water, okay? So I'll talk about that in a minute. 280 would be 135 ounces of water. No, 140? Yeah, 140 ounces of water. If you drink pop, coffee, alcohol, start adding up the ounces. Add that back in on top of half of your weight in ounces of water, okay? I'm gonna give you a tip in the comments if you think water is a struggle. Drop the word tip. Drop the word tip if you ever get in bed and you are conscious of drinking water, but it's 8 o'clock, you forgot to drink water, it's too late, and now tomorrow's a new day. Drop in the comments the word tip if you have bladder issues, constantly having to run to the bathroom. Because I'm going to tell you something with water. It's a process called lipolysis, and it's exactly how the body burns fat. You've heard of the term liposuction. Liposuction was created by the term lipolysis. Lipolysis is how the body burns fat. It either burns it or it doesn't burn it. How many days this year do you think that you burned fat? It's either on or it's off. The first process to go through in lipolysis, which is how the body physically burns fat, is called hydrolysis. If it comes up to the stop and it opens up the door to get Sally and Sally isn't there, the bus leaves, your body does not burn fat. And all it does is it starts to literally rust the metabolism. Okay? Hydrolysis is the process of having half of your weight in ounces of water. Your bladder will adjust within 90 days of the day that you get half of your weight in ounces of water. 90 days, it is a short-term sacrifice for a massive future gain. The biggest tip that I could ever give to you right now would be to stop, to drop, make yourself drink for 15 seconds, count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, put on a timer for 90 minutes and repeat that cycle all day long. There has not been a day that I forgot, because even if I'm traveling, I have a sticky note. It's literally right next to my bed. It says water. There's my water bottle that's bright red that has a straw that's 40 ounces right next to my bed, because what you see, what you think, what you write, what you type, it's what you bring more of. I see water. It's water before coffee. Coffee doesn't turn the metabolism on. The circadian rhythm in your body works the same way. Sleeping when it's dark, waking up in the morning. Your body's the same with water. I started adding Mio and Crystal Light Enhancer, or Captain Crunch packets. Little did I know that I started having the scale go up. I found out about the term yucca, Y-U-K-A, scanned all the things I was using, thinking it was diet proof, and guess what happened? My cortisol levels raised. When cortisol and glucose levels are up, your body takes your food and stores it as fat in the belly area. So if you have massive fat in the belly and the back area, it's targeting one area of the body. This is usually why. With this, we need to realize that if it's not YUKA approved, there are toxins, dyes, and carcinogens in the things that we use. Again, our foods can have those types of things in them. We live in a free country. In the UK, they cannot have products on their shelves that have those type of things. So we have to do our due diligence and be aware of this. If it's not YUKA approved, we don't put it in our water. Something you can add to your water that's helped me is today I have mint leaves. Sometimes I have lemons and limes or cucumbers. Sometimes peppermint leaves or watermelon or grapes, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries, right? So what flavoring can I safely use? Fish lips, that would be something that you would scan in the YUKA app or search for. And when you search it, it'll tell you if it's good or if it's not. Does that help answer your question? That's the water component. So you can drink water. Now you know, and you know exactly what not to do with water and why to do it. And you can do fiber. You know exactly what not to eat with fiber. And you know exactly how to get 25 grams and why. The third thing is going back to our protein intake, which I know you've heard of. Can you please tell me in the comment section how many grams of protein you're supposed to be consuming, not only to lose weight, but to maintain weight loss efforts? There's a lot of times they say over 60% of people now who reach their goal weight end up going back to where they started. Number one is the mindset, and number two is they stop doing what it is that they did to lost weight. And what they don't realize, I don't know, you can use, like I said, you can use lemons, limes, you can also use peppermint leaves, mint leaves, any type of fruit. I have berries in the bottom of mine with mint leaves or peppermint leaves. Otherwise, I don't use enhancers yet. You would have to make sure that that's something that you get that YUKA app and search it. Search orange juice and it'll tell you, search the brand. If you get Florida brand orange juice, it'll come up. 25 grams, okay? So with your protein, it is your goal weight, your desired weight. So I went to Google and I'm like, okay, desired weight for a 5'7" female. And it's like 115 pounds up to 148 pounds. So or 150 pounds. Mine was 150 grams. That seemed impossible. Drop a 1 if you think your desired goal weight is going to be hard to reach for. Because I'm going to share something with you that's going to give you so much simplicity and clarity around protein that this day forward, protein will no longer be your struggle. It changed my life forever. I didn't know the strategy behind protein. I didn't know strategically how to eat protein without consuming more of fats and carbs. So I'm going to share something with you right now that will blow your mind, but first I need you to tell me your desired weight in the comment section. So I sometimes have to ask Alexa to do this math for me, but we need to take your desired weight and we need it to times by 4, okay? Desired weight times by 4 equals protein calories, not protein grams. Desired weight times 4 equals protein calories. Okay, 150 was my desired weight. Times by 4 is 600 calories. Tell me in the comments if it sounds so much more possible to have 600 calories worth of protein versus 150 grams of protein. So Matt's mom would take 140 times 4, less than 600 calories worth of protein. Linda would take 125 times 4, 500 calories worth of protein. Valdin would do the same as me times 4, 600 calories worth of protein. 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. 150 grams of fat is 1,350 calories. Yet we still live in a world where every single label is eat the nuts because they're high in omega, eat the avocados because they're a healthy fat, peanut butter is a healthy fat, olive oil is heart healthy, olives are heart healthy, and we live in a world where our consumption with fat is through the roof, and it's the #1 reason why we're deficit in protein, because of the media. I didn't say you can't eat fat, but this is the analogy around protein, fats, and carbs, and this is exactly where we don't understand. Ready? Can you put 4 calories in 1 gram of protein in the comment section? Hold on. How awesome. 4 calories, 1 gram of carb in the comment section. 9 calories, 1 gram of fat in the comment section. Our fat is called fat for a reason. Too much of a good thing is just as harmful on the heart, just as harmful with cholesterol. Did you know, for the American Heart Association, your grams of fat, a typical day should never be more than 1 yolk, 2 tablespoons of nuts, 1/4 of avocado, and 2 tablespoons of cheese. Did you know most of us in a day consume 1/4 to 1/2 a cup of cheese, half of an avocado if we're having chips and guacamole, a whole avocado. We're having 2 tablespoons to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And literally, our salmon, our beef is higher in fat content. It's through the roof. Our nuts, our seeds, our chia seeds. We have got to pull back on our healthy fats, and we have got to get our protein up to our desired weight in grams of protein. I'm gonna give you a tip. Drop the word tip in the comments if you ever go to a market where you see 3 or 4 different types of cottage cheese brands, or you see 3 or 4 different types of Greek yogurt brands. How do you really know, or what one do you buy? How do you really know which one's the good bang for your buck? How do you really know which one's actually a protein? Because a label doesn't have to be approved by the FDA. Their marketing can be really good. But after I share a tip with you that I learned, you will never again struggle with your weight ever again. So what I need you to do is I need you to actually role play with me, because I don't need to know this tip. I've mastered it. Because when you can learn something and implement it, but learn something and teach it, you become mastered inside of that. So I need to know in the comments, drop a 1 if you're actually gonna respond to what I'm gonna show you, okay? So I'm gonna grab something out of the fridge, and I need you to drop a 1 if you see right here that it says 90 calories. I need you to drop a 1 if you see calories 90. A little tip for you. On the nutritional facts, the calories will always be up in the top. Always, always at the top. A label does not change. It'll always be right here at the top, calories in big bold. Step number 1, find the calories at the top of any label. Step number 2 is to cover the last number of calories. Let's hone in on this. What do you see when I cover the last number of calories? What do you see when I cover the last number of calories? What do you see when I covered the last number of calories? I keep my finger over what's left, which is a 9. Thank you, drama queen, or drama chick. And I put my finger underneath protein. Protein. Is there 9 grams? There's 14. There better be at least 9 grams. Right above my pinky is protein. Right above my pinky is protein. Right above my pinky is protein. If there was not 9 grams, I would put it back on the shelf. This is an actual protein. Now, I always want to check out how many ingredients actually are there. Right here is the ingredient list. There's only 4 ingredients. The first ingredient listed in anything, this says skim milk, is what you find the most of. The last ingredient is what you find the least of. So skim milk is the first ingredient, and the last ingredient is salt. So there's less salt than there is skim milk. Drop a 1 if you just learned something new. I then would scan this with my YUKA app to make sure that the protein source that I'm using does not have toxins, dyes, or carcinogens. Because that YUKA app will tell us that answer if there is toxins, dyes, or carcinogens, because I get the diet one or the one that's on sale. Guess what happens? Cortisol levels spike, glucose levels spike, hunger symbol goes up, body stores fat in the belly area. This is what's happening because I didn't do my due diligence and have a clue about any of this. So at first when I upped my protein, my water, and my fiber, I still struggled until I found this. Drop a 1 in the comments if you just learned something new. So I'll give you another example. My twin sister struggled for a very long time with her weight. One of the main reasons is she is stubborn and she's a vegetarian. You are better off listening to 40 plus Audible books now. You are actually better off supplementing with a protein bar or a protein shake than being deficit in protein. And remember, there are bars, there are shakes, there are supplements that are YUKA approved in the app. So I'll give you one more example. I really enjoy this protein because it's a protein that you can cook with. Okay, there's no dairy, there's no soy, it's non-GMO, it's organic. Be very careful when you use that Yucca app. Do you want to know why? Because when you use that YUKA app, it might have a brand that's clean in one flavor, but the other flavor is not. So please tell me, drop a 1 if you see 150 calories right here. As I promised you, it's always going to be in the top under the nutritional facts. Okay, so drop a 1. Step 2 we learned today on any food we're looking at, we delete the last number of calories. We hide our finger over it. What do we see now? What number do we see when we cover the last number of calories? 15. Look at my pinky. Above protein, on the same line, is there 15 or more? Is there 15 or more? There's 21. It is an amazing bang for your buck. The ingredients, there's very few. The first ingredient listed is what you find the most of. Last ingredient, the least of. Drop a link in the comments. They have 50 plus flavors and over 100 recipes for you. Linda, where do you get 11 from? Okay, that's the protein. The most abundant thing made up within the body is the protein. The most abundant thing made in your body is protein. That's why everyone always tells you and explains the most abundant protein found within you is what? What? Collagen. The only thing I would ever, as a group certified fitness instructor, recommend anyone to have, it's right here under advanced protein guide. you'll see the protein powder. I did pin this morning. I found a protein guide that helped me in many ways. It helped me drop 30 pounds in 5 months and maintain it. I pinned it right here for you. So if you put this in your web browser, since the comments disappear, you will see FREE protein guide. The advanced protein guide has that Orgain protein powder link. Okay, are we good? So collagen, she's asking Samantha, you always want a type 2. There's type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, type 5. Type 4 and 5 have to do with the gut lining. Type 1, 2, and 3 have to do with what you want to know. Your hair, skin, nails, joints, muscles, wrinkles, skin's elasticity. And don't be ashamed. I went through 20 collagens until I found the right one. After listening to 40 plus Audible books is when I found the right one. I wasn't educated on this, okay? So here's the deal. Type 1 and 3 become dormant in the body at the age of 20. Doesn't matter if you're a king or a queen. There's nothing you can do about it. Each year after 20, you lose a minimum of 1% of the type 2 collagen. So tell me in the comments your age, minus 20 is how much you've lost. You need to add it back in. It matters for the hair, the skin, the nails, the joints, the muscles, the wrinkles, the skin's elasticity, and the gut lining. So my answer, no, Allie, go lay down. My answer to you would be this. Type 2 collagen as the first ingredient would be the best source for your body. Type 2, okay? It should be one of the first ingredients. Something I learned is Home Goods and TJ Maxx and Costco is not where you buy your collagen. It should be a liquid. Is it in a refrigerated area? Is it a liquid? Because that makes it water soluble, okay? At the same time, make sure you check today your moisturizers that you're putting on your skin. The YUKA app, you can scan it with a barcode, it'll tell you. I don't use anything besides organic tremella mushroom. I eat it at the same time as I use my collagen. Collagen and organic tremella mushroom. Why? Organic tremella mushroom mimics hyaluronic acid, okay? Hyaluronic acid mimics the crow's feet, the 7s, and the 11s. Which one do I recommend? It's called Snow. But of course, it's proven through science, proven through clinicals, CLEAN, and it also has a fat burner from Italy inside of it. I cannot do berberini, okay? Jittery, anxiety-like symptoms. I cannot do CLA. It has seed oils. I do not put that in my food. Inflammation, bloating, cortisol. It's from Italy. It's the Morosil Blood Red Orange. It has literally, hold on one second, okay? Rosalie, I got you. The Blood Red Orange has the Morosil. Listen, anyone who uses it, it's in a patent study. 94% of consumers who use it for 12 weeks, they get taken, they do measurements, body fat percentage is way down. Body fat, way down. Visceral fat, way down. Okay? The 6% who didn't get the results on the Morosil Blood Red Orange antioxidant that has 0 caffeine, okay? It's because they weren't consistent by taking it every day for 12 weeks. So they shouldn't even be counted in the study. Yeah, just drop the word snow in the comments. It looks like this. It's really, really, really simple. All I have to do every single morning is take a bottle out of the fridge, okay? It literally, right here, it has type 2 collagen as the main ingredient. The organic tremella mushroom that you have to take at the same time with collagen is already formulated inside of it. It also has fenugreek to support the gut lining. And the fourth thing it has, so tremella, organic mushroom, type 2 collagen. It also has fenugreek to support the gut lining, but listen to this. For the first time in the world, a genius put the Morosil Blood Red Orange inside of it. There's no dairy, there's no soy, there's no gluten, there's no caffeine. So it's 1 tablespoon, that's all I have to do. Keep it in the fridge, and I'm done. So if you drop the word in the comments slim, I can share with you a video that explains it better than I can. Gosh, today and tomorrow only, until March 1st, you can get a bottle. Usually it's $109 for a whole month's supply. You can get a bottle locked in at $89. It can never go up. You can get it for $69 today. Drop Slim with the star. I only have 2 flavors in stock. I just looked this morning. Chocolate raspberry is my favorite, and the second one that's available is the chocolate Andes mint. That ends, at 11:59 p.m. Mountain on the 28th. I just got 12 bottles. Okay? So if you drop Slim, just send me a direct message on Instagram or Facebook. I'll introduce you to the collagen expert. If you want a bottle, it's right here. thebreakfastshow.net. There's a link called Nueva. Nueva, if you go there, it's called Snow Slim. If you get a duo pack, it's a 2-month supply. You save even more money. If you get a trio pack, it's a 3-month supply, 12 weeks, patent study. Okay, you save even more money. It's called Snow Slim. Right here at thebreakfastshow.net under the Nueva link. Okay, otherwise just message me. Oh, you're talking about Elevate. Who saw my post on Elevate? Elevate is a medical grade weight loss peptide that literally is coming off the marketplace on the 28th of February due to low inventory. All single bottles are gone. You can only get it in the signature set. It's how my husband dropped 20 pounds in now 6 weeks. It's on my post today, and I'm down 9 pounds. I didn't even have weight, but it has tesofensin inside of it. It also has, Dexta, and it also has BCP 157. That's the only 3 things first to the marketplace, a peptide stack that does not have any fillers or junk or phosphorus. Okay, that's what this is right here. It's one medical grade weight loss peptide that I take and he takes 30 minutes before our first meal. It's called Elevate. Your 3-pack right now is $120 off. You can only get it in the form of a 3-pack. That is it. I think single bottles might come back in April. I know due to inventory, it's being taken off. The details that you're asking for, so this is more of a, have you ever seen the movie Limitless? That's what this peptide is on steroids, but in a positive way. So you're talking mood, focus, binge eating, excessive eating, and massive amounts of weight loss. When I look at dessert now, I actually feel a little bit nauseous. If you drop the word Elevate in the comments, I can send you that. If you drop Elevate with a star, I can send you the link and you can grab a signature set before those sell out or be taken off. What exactly is it? It is, to be 190% exact, since I can't even keep up with my inbox right now. I'm sure you guys saw. I did a post about it on Facebook, right? This is Jeff. He's 54 years old. So 54 years old, we were actually feeding the pigs in this picture. Jeff did not even know in any way, shape, or form. Jeff did not know I was even getting a picture of him with Bella feeding a pig. He had no clue. He's 54. He's struggled now probably after the age of 50 and nothing has worked. How he came across this, he was actually introduced to this from a human psychologist. It's a 3-in-1. Exactly what it is, I would like to share that with you so you do know. Here's the benefits that you're gonna see. It's a powerful peptide and neuro support stack. It's 3 peptides built in one with no fillers. There's only 3 short chain amino acids inside of it. Without the awful side effects coming in from the injectables, which just trick your brain. GLP shots trick the brain. You have to keep taking them monthly, weekly, bi-weekly. This peptide is to increase focus. I'll tell you right now. Elevate mood and quiet food noise, so you feel in control. Their primary ingredient is tesofensin, which I said, which works in the brain on appetite regulation and dopamine serotonin activity. You'll feel this on day 1. There's no stimulants. Okay? What most people notice is they feel clearer, more motivated, happier, and less occupied with food. There's a study that in 6 months, 12% of body fat on 1 tablet is gone. 20% on 2 tablets is gone. The last thing that is inside of it, we have Diexa for cognitive performance and brain support, plus the BPC 157 to help with inflammation, recovery, joint mobility, and gut integrity. So it's not just about eating less, it's about thinking better, feeling better, and being able to stay consistent, no injectables, stimulant-free, and designed for people who want serious help with appetite control, emotional eating, focus, and mood. Does that sound like something that you'd be interested in? Again, if you came on late, drop the word Elevate in the comments. It is completely sold out. You cannot get single bottles. You can get a 3-pack right now on a set for $120 off, and it's being taken off of the market on February 28th due to low inventory. Okay? This is it. It's one of them right here, right before you take your first meal. You take it 30 minutes prior, and it is a micro bead in that formality for the best absorption possible. Typical fillers, if you do get peptide injectables, ask for the shot insert. You do have to message me because the comments disappeared. This is my Instagram handle. This is my Facebook handle. Say the word elevate. I can share with you a video with the peptide expert, okay, who specializes in this. If you don't care, no one's ever explained it to you, you want it now, thebreakfastshow.net in the web browser, you'll see the term. No, it's not something you have to take forever. Once you reach your goals, you get off of it. And as long as your regular food intake, when you're gonna get that YUKA app, Yucca, and scan it, is higher than toxins, dyes, and carcinogens, and sugar, so processed foods, is lower than your regular food intake, you will actually maintain your weight loss efforts. Okay, so thebreakfastshow.net, you'll see Nueva. Please listen carefully, guys. When you see Nueva, you'll see Body and Beauty. It is called Elevate. At the top, there'll be big, bold specials with a countdown. Specials, countdown at the top. You must hit social marketer to move forward. Next month, I can demote you to a customer. There's no fee. There's no penalty. This is not available as of now for any customers, only a social marketer. 9 out of 10 of my people are hitting the button social marketer. Why? There is no penalty. There is no harm done. They want this yesterday. I don't know when it's going to be back in stock. Over 3 million will be sold in 30 days. Mark my word. That's where you're going to find it, thebreakfastshow.net. If you have any problems finding it, it's by the Body and Beauty, okay? You literally will see specials in black. You hit social marketer. You proceed forward. It ships today. I feel amazing. I feel unstoppable, okay? We do not need to have the food noise and hunger that we experience on in our everyday life. So did I give clear instructions on Elevate? Because I don't want to get yelled at. I have like 70 comments just on my post from today. So I highly recommend you ask now because I have to go through all these messages the second I hop off. With your Elevate kit, not only do you save $120, you lock in the price at $450. For that, you get it today for $430 because you get an additional 20 off. You get Nitro for free. You get an entire pack of Nitro, $50 value for FREE. Okay, that is hydrogen water. Okay, carbonated water was something I used to use as a group certified fitness instructor. Please follow Gary Brecka. He's the ultimate human. I started researching the benefits of hydrogen in the body. We don't have hydrogen. We have something called nitric oxide. And nitric oxide has to do with the width of the blood vessel. Look down at your veins. Everyone's veins have a certain width. Everyone's veins has blood flowing through them and constricting differently than the person next to you. If you add hydrogen into your body with water, it actually dilates your blood vessel for 10 hours, 10 times. So now, brain fog, goodbye, because blood is rushing to all of those areas, including men and women, yes, you know what I mean? Performance and recovery, athletes pay thousands for this crystallite version. Why? Performance and recovery increase tremendously. What else? Headaches, blood pressure, improve. And then lastly, anyone with like knee or feet pain, that's what we're seeing. You have an instant effect with Elevate, you feel it, no stimulants at all, stimulants or caffeine, and an instant effect on my hydrogen water. But when you purchase it, don't get it from TJ Maxx or Target. You do not want a tablet form. You want the crystallits. They're the most form of capacity when it comes to your first ingredient being hydrogen. Remember what we learned, first ingredient listed, you find the most of. This one, Carlene, it's proven through science, proven through clinicals, third-party validation, and CLEAN. I put it in the water. I'm on it right now. It's clear in the water. I never add ice to hydrogen. It deactivates it. It's molecular, hydrolyzed. It turns yellow within about 8 minutes. I drink it within 15 minutes. It's in me for 10 hours. Being in menopause, I literally cannot tell you what a game changer it's been. I sell millions and millions and millions of dollars worth, but I only have 3 in stock. The flavor, 3 flavors. I only have lemon, lime, grape, or black cherry. This comes free with your Elevate kit. Drop the word Elevate or drop the word Nitro in the comments. I'll introduce you to the hydrogen expert. You can take a peek. That is the crystallite form, Pam. And you also can try it for 30 days, money back guaranteed. Right now, that's an option. So try it, okay? Drop the word nitro in the comments. And if you're like, I could care frickin' less, I want it yesterday, drop nitro with a star and I can share with you how you can order that. But if you get my Elevate medical grade weight loss 3-month supply, which you still have 30 days money back guarantee, you get nitro for free. So you save $120 today on Elevate, the limitless peptide. See the movie Limitless. My picture of my husband's on my wall. Go look at it. He's down 20 pounds in 6 weeks. You get that 3-month supply, nitro for free, $120 off. Boom. Drop Elevate with a star or nitro with a star. Anything that's in the comments, or if you missed the peptide, you have to Instagram or Facebook message me. Why am I a pain in the rear end? The comments will disappear. I'm very sorry. So I need Instagram or Facebook Messenger. I'm telling you that I cannot keep up. Elevate is gone starting the 1st of March. It's low inventory. Single bottles are not even available. It's the signature set. I don't know when they're coming back. I wish I could wave a wand and be psychic. Okay? We don't get our products from a bunch of junk and they're not made one time. They're made in laboratories that are actually pharmaceutical grade. And most people on this microbead peptide usually have a prescription. Thebreakfastshow.net, when you go there, you will see Nueva. This is called Nitro. You'll see Nitro. At the top and back, big black and bold, it says, big black and bold specials with a countdown. That's where Elevate is. How to proceed forward on Elevate, you hit social retailer. You get $120 off, you get Nitro for free. If you want just Nitro, you'll see just Nitro. Okay, I will actually go to 350 people today. They're in a group with me. And I will have this picture. And I will have my phone like this, taking it. And that's all they're gonna put up. I teach them how to put it on their stories, okay? Because you'll never find this on a billboard. You'll never find this on a commercial or in a store ever. And there is nothing comparable to it. They will have this on their story and people reach out to them on social media and say, what is that? And I help teach them. All you have to say in curiosity and attraction marketing is, if I share a video that explains it better than I can and the science behind it, would you watch it? They're gonna say yes, and with that you earn up to 40% commission. So the average person is making about $500 a month, and it can grow from $500 to $1,000 to $1,500, and they're doing this on the side of what they're already doing professionally. I teach them the system of curiosity and attraction marketing without ever having to recruit anyone to be underneath them, which doesn't exist, right? There's no fee, there's no monthly minimum, there's no quota, there's no inventory, there's no having to show your face or having to do lives. 8 years ago, I had 60 grand in debt, and that turned me up inside. But I didn't have Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. But I created an account. I had 200 friends on Facebook, and I started doing the little tasks that she gave me. And now I just do this full time and help people like you. So if you have a passion for health and wellness, and you like money, and you could currently use some extra money, and you're positive and coachable, please in the comments, if you vibe with me, drop the word video. And if you're like, Michelle, no one's explained this to me, I don't need you to have a transformation. I need you to stand behind the video I'm going to share with you, the science behind it. You don't have to prove anything to yourself. You don't need permission. All you do is you share what it is that I give you. I give all of my leaders a piece of content every day and stories every day. If you're positive and coachable and willing to grow, and meet me on Tuesdays and text me every single day and screenshot what people are saying to you, I can teach you as an introvert all the scripts that I have for you. Copy, paste, copy, paste. So if you like money and you could use some extra money, or you're in something where you're not making extra money and you're paying money, or you don't have a system, or you don't have leadership, or you don't have health and wellness products that already thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth are already selling, you just have to find the clients and I give them to you and find them with you, drop the word video, okay? Because that's how I have 300 people. Last month we did 600,000. Personally myself, 33,000. I mean, that's pretty incredible, knowing that I used to have to go into GNC and punch in and out, right? So, Catherine, I got you. I'm going to send you that information. If it's a good fit, awesome. I have people who text me like right now, right? All these people screenshotting stuff to me. So, I love what I do. I get to help people pay off debt, have more money to travel, have more money to go part-time, have more money to go on date nights and get Ubers, have more money to get like, could you use some extra money? Because if you like money and you could use some extra money, I want you to drop in the, I'm not here to beg, sell, or convince. I just don't do that. I had 60 grand in debt. I was on Medicaid. I was on food stamps. I didn't want to be in stress, depression mode anymore. I didn't have social media. So all it comes down to is if you're positive, coachable, and willing to grow, you and I are going to do crazy shiz together. I already have the system built for you. I'm number one in the entire industry. Top leaders have me like training their people. You just have me, right? So leadership, system, and the products. But I need you to be positive and coachable. Hi, Rebecca. If you're introverted, there's scripts. If you don't have time, you do this in the nooks and crannies of your day. If you're too busy, that's exactly why you need this, because this is going to give you in the future more freedom and more flexibility. I had a girl that just joined me 2 days ago. And when you sign up as a customer or a social retailer, she just started sharing her code. And a friend of hers shared her code, so she just started doing it. Now she has a person that's doing it better than she can. Money is energy, okay? Money is not freedom or flexibility. People, an organization, and community are freedom and flexibility. So if you want to have more information on what's called social retail without having to spam or recruit anyone to be underneath you, no fee, no monthly minimum, no quota, with me, drop the word in the comments video, because that's the first step of you being brave. And I will share with you what and how people in 2026 literally are doing this and why they're doing it more than ever going into the busiest months, which is the spring and summer months. And I'm telling you that a lot of you are playing way too small. I have realtors, I have doctors, I have lawyers, I have teachers, I have personal assistants, I have people who own businesses, I have hairstylists, I have people who own massive brick and mortars doing what it is that I am doing, and it doesn't interfere with what they're already doing. Most leaders don't give you content, they don't have scripts, they don't utilize three-way chats, they don't give you stories, they don't respond back to your text messages. What you and I can do together in 50 states and 191 plus countries with this virtual health store is gonna blow your mind. But the first step is saying, I have a problem and I need more money, or I could use some extra money. So I'm gonna drop the word video in the comments so I can really see what it is that I'm saying no to, and ask myself, why aren't I already in 2026 utilizing social media with health and wellness and a passion for wanting to help people right now today? Because that's all it comes down to. Carol, I got you. Are you passionate about helping people? Are you passionate about health and wellness? Because you're never gonna be a nasty billboard for a company with me, ever. I'm gonna teach you how to brand yourself as liking health and wellness, as helping other people. And when you have that combination, what you and I can do together is legendary. And I want you to come to Orlando to meet me. March 7th and March 8th, what are you doing Friday and Saturday? I have a ticket for you. It's a $200 ticket to come to this convention. It's literally, I want to meet you. I want to hang out. I want you to be a part of the community in this health and wellness, clean brand, science, clinicals, third-party validation. And I'm going to get your ticket for you to come. So drop a 1 in the comments if you're coming to Orlando to meet me in person on that Saturday and Friday of March 5th and 6th, or 6th and 7th, because I want to meet you. Okay? So I got you, Carol, as well. Anyone else going to be brave enough? You can have coffee, just make sure it's pesticide free. 9 out of 10 times, they think it's pesticide free. The only reason why nutritionists are telling people to quit drinking coffee is because of that. There's pesticides. You can get a nootropic pesticide free coffee. I left Rise and I got, what's it called? Nueva Morning. It's got L-theanine, it's got the cordyceps mushroom, it's got the lion's mane, and it's got Ceylon cinnamon. Oh, Carol, so are you already in the company? Carol? And it's got Ceylon cinnamon. So Ceylon cinnamon, right, is what you want to use. Regular cinnamon elevates kidney levels. It's called Nueva Morning. If you drop the word coffee in the comments, I can send you the video. It comes over from Sicily, Italy, their rainforest. The best Colombian brew you will ever get your mitts on. I even add it into my protein shakes. The best no crash clarity energy you could ever get your hands on. They're doing right now that if you grab a bag, Sam, you can try it for 30 days, money back guaranteed, and send it back. But I've never had one person send it back. Who's your upline? I gotta take you off then. I don't wanna reach out to people who are already in the industry. Delete. Okay, so I'm in my inbox. I'll be in it for the next 90 minutes or so. Okay, if you have questions, let me know. Maybe you're like, Michelle, I have gastric sleeve. I have hyper. Maybe I don't have a thyroid. Maybe you have cancer. Maybe you have Hashimoto's or PCS or high cholesterol, high blood pressure. I work with all of those types of people. So maybe I can point you in the best direction if this isn't the best direction or you're currently doing something now. In 6 months or 5 months when you're ready to make a switch, at least you can already have me in your back pocket. So reach out. Don't be afraid. I'm a human. I'm not a robot. I'm obsessed with what I do. I love you. I hope you have the best day. If you didn't get the beginning of this, it was not all about products. Like I said, you can lose weight without products. But if you want to speed up the process, you want to feel better along the way, and you want to help with the tiredness, you can supplement, but you don't have to. So beginning, we talked about fiber, protein, and water for weight loss. Go watch that. Hit follow. Follow me on YouTube. Okay? Follow me on YouTube. Go to my podcast. What is my YouTube? It's on my stories right now. I'll get that and I'll talk about it tomorrow. So I'll see you guys back tomorrow morning for yet another breakfast episode between 8:30 and 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.